Hello and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. This is the 4-man run with ballistic weapons only, double enemy hit points, and of course permanent dark events. We are in month number 8, and guys, this is further than I would have ever imagined that we could take it. And it's really time for this wonderful landed UFO. Now I've given it a couple of thoughts, and I am going to change something up real quick, which is we're going to invest into 2 mine shields. And the reason why I am of the opinion that that might be a clever idea is, before going in, I figured what is going to kind of await us within the mission. And we're going to find all of the nasty aliens that we anyways are facing. But since we're the first time in the area of the Warlock, I fear that there's a pretty decent chance, since it's a very difficult mission, that actually the Warlock is going to join us. Now, the Warlock itself, I gave it a thought. It's not so much of a difficult enemy, with one exception. He has a 2 rounds cooldown mind control, and since we have the permanent dark event running, which is reducing XCOM's willpower continuously, we are almost always failing mind control checks. So I could almost imagine that it would mean, if we were to fight him, it would mean that we're permanently mind controlled. So, to that end, I felt having 2 mine shields will give us enough of an opportunity to just withstand his mind control and fight him normally. We'll keep the other guys back, and in case he's going to come up, we have at least 2 XCOM soldiers that can fight him without being affected by the mind control. So far the theory, I mean, it's all theory because, quite frankly, we don't even know if the Warlock is going to show up. Now, a couple of sentences to landed UFO missions. Yeah, just very generally, landed UFO missions are amongst the most difficult missions in in XCOM overall. And the reason why that is it's kind of a high risk versus high reward type of mission. Nice, we got a heavy lancer here on our side, by the way. So it's a high risk versus high reward mission. It has no timers, but when you start the mission, there will be a timer that's effectively starting to run. So what that means is we can take all the time in the world until we're effectively engaging the first pack. And we got an Archon here, Elite Trooper, Elite Purifier, Elite Captain. That's interesting. And I've kept my eyes here on the high ground. So the second thing that you need to know about UFO missions is usually there are 3 to 4 patrols. This here looks like 2 patrols. There are 3 to 4 patrols that are just circulating around the UFO, which means if we take the high ground, a good portion of high ground, like something over here, we should be fine. Putting Zirkim down there. Roby and Ranvin will step over and stay on top of the house. And you know, we have the grappling hook, so I like the position on top of the UFO, which means contrary to like common intuition, I would effectively let our sniper get closer to the UFO. Just need to be careful, really not to pull anything. We're still not in position.
That's affirmative.
Alright, Roby moves up here.
Location confirmed.
And Zircom could take the third spot if we so desire. Need to stay a bit out of reach of one another, so we're not, when we're populating the house, the roof of the house, that we're not being good targets for grenades and such. Okay, I'm hoping for some sort of a patrol over here, to be honest.
Moving on target location.
Haha. Alright. There's the next patrol. Fortunately, all of this here is taken, so... Need to find a place where we can stay. Really without seeing these guys there.
Moving to position. Eyes on the prize. Got it covered. Eyes on the prize. Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
The Codex is a nice first target. The Vipers themselves are also a decent target once they are in cover. Like for that pack, for instance, a frost grenade would absolutely make sense. We could devastate them and kill them with like the usage of one grenade. Not having that makes it a bit more difficult, but it's fine. We're a bit short when it comes to the grenades. Alright, let's move everyone into a position where he can somewhat at least take overwatch shots.
Designated position. Eyes on the prize. Got it covered. On Overwatch. I'm on it.
I think they're not going to go further down here. And yeah, we don't want to pull two packs anyway, so we need to wait.
I'm on it. Moving to Overwatch. On Overwatch.
Having these two packs is way too much.
Scanning. Roger. Moving to Overwatch. On it. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Okay. So well, we just saw our first pack that we would find here. Might as well start to pull them. The little issue that I do have with these two guys is they are out of range, so they would need to come really severely closer to our position. In order to do that, let's just start the pull without an overwatch, really. Maybe we can use one threat assessment, to be honest. So that's an extra overwatch shot, which is fine. I hope that the Archon is going to go into our direction. Fortunately, we missed the first shot.
We're in their sights. Not even close.
Okay, so at least we're in range. Perfect. High ground definitely pays off. Wow, despite high ground, look at that. I mean, defense 25, that means he has a permanent cover, right? He cannot take cover, but he's like permanently in more than half cover. So let's take the rapid fire, mainly because that is giving us a plus 15 to hit against that target. Oh, I forgot to mention, of course, that he can dodge, right? There we go, Battle Frenzy, perfect. Let's hope we hit this guy. Reload, so we have a bit of ammunition left over, and solid hit. Well, that's good. Although he dodged, he should be, yeah, he's ruptured. So every hit that he's now going to take will tick for 3 more points of damage. And with a nice 90% hit chance, Roby can execute him. Well, good enough for me. Roby also has death from above, so that means he gets an extra action besides that's so good. I should have I should have built the training slab way before. I mean, Roby has death from above, right? So positioning him up here is going to make him a monster. That's so much extra firepower that we do have. We do have another implaceable with Zirkim down here. We do have a nice little rapid fire with Ranvin. The talents can make all the difference. We don't want to rush in because I really don't want to trigger yet another enemy pack. But 50% chance to just hit this guy is good enough for me. .50-50, or we give him a hail of bullets 100% shot, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do, just for the sake of hitting this guy. Oh, nice, another execute.
Okay, so I got
Well,
one.
we start out strong. I love it. I knew it. It was so predictable. So here's the thing, guys. In case you wonder how I knew it, the first time that you enter the territory of a new chosen one, there is, at least from my experience from playing it now, there is an absolutely increased chance that he will join you. Kind of to show off the chosen, apparently. So it was very, very clear that this guy would have a high chance in coming in. I can only recommend read the abilities of the chosen very carefully, specifically if you ever attempt a four-man run or something along these lines. This here is hardcore. Like the two turns mind control, very, very bad. So he's immune to explosions. He can summon stun lancers, which absolutely sucks. That's 20 plus hit points plus armor. So really, really bad. He has kinetic plating, so every shot that we miss him, we give him extra hit points. And whenever something dies near him, no, even takes damage near him, he will gain additional hit points. So no matter how you deal with him, it always sucks. This creature here, we will probably need to kill him. but he is easy to target from high ground, which leaves me to wonder whether we might be able to lure him on the side of the Avenger that we're currently fighting on.
Help! Now, we put our soldiers through a lot. They'll need time to deal with these issues when we get back.
Just saw a pack up here, so there's...
just got a little more dangerous. Stay on top of its position and try to take it out. Menace 1-5. We just
Interestingly enough, Berserk immediately was removed as one of the conditions. We do have the ability to immediately remove this these conditions. So we're doing a full Overwatch almost. Not almost. We're doing a full Overwatch. Mainly because we need to reload. We have 14 turns to get in, and I want to at least like ambush another patrol. Oh gosh, I forgot about these spectral zombies. These are 4 hit points, 3 zombies. They are normally easy to kill, and they shouldn't be an issue. Did I just see correctly that we're talking about... Are we talking about 16 hit points? Oh my god. That's 50 hit points per casting. He just casts the spectral zombies and it's basically 50 hit points. Oh lord. Second thing that you should know about spectral zombies is they got these the spectral I think spectral channeling or spectral something ability. Only one of them, of the 3 every round, like they iteratively start to do it. First round the first one, second round the second one. They will start to fuse themselves up with energy. And what they basically do is, with the energy, they are starting to get into a position where if you do not immediately kill them, they effectively explode and detonate. Similar to what you've just seen here. Luckily for us, we do have death from above.
This is meaningless to me as it is to you.
And luckily enough, we also have enough actions to like deal with 50 hit points right away.
I got it, right? Run and dry. Let's rock.
So there we go. 50 hit points killed in one turn with only 4 ballistic weapons. That wasn't bad, and we haven't really used that many cooldowns either. So that was pretty good. Let's see if this here is going to trigger another pack. Oh, there we go. Okay. We need an Overwatch. I'm just thinking who should get it. So if I were to move over here, I'm just thinking this here is too close. We might want to like move over somewhere over here. Yeah, probably over here into full cover.
Set him up, knock him down. Location confirmed.
So let's start to neutralize these Vipers. Good solid portion of damage, down to a couple of hit points. Probably need to move back, to be honest. Zircon gets an 8 protocol for an extra overwatch shot. The Codex that is out of range will most likely going to teleport in and place a psionic bomb. And the best way to work against the psionic bomb is just not to cluster up. So instead of like moving up here, which would be with a grappling hook, which would be kind of a natural choice almost, we're not going to do that. Could move to over here and then grapple up here, but that would be out of range. We leave the Codex alone, I don't want it to double. Matter of fact, let's just try to hit the Viper here. I think 2 shots are the way to go.
That won't do it.
We almost got it down. Might as well try to kill it. Yeah. Didn't work out, but it's fine. As soon as it moves, if it moves, we would have an overwatch shot. There's the psionic bomb I was talking about.
Come on, focus.
Double movement with the other snake, that's fine. I mean, this here could kill the snake right away. I think we're going to keep the throwing axe though. Pretty sure that the chosen one is going to be very, very difficult to kill. We could hit everyone here. That's interesting. Let's start with maximizing the chances that we actually hit everyone. So Need to move into some place where we're not going to be poison spitted at.
If you say so.
This here is one option. The other one is this. I don't want to hurt the stun lancer. So, and that wouldn't really remove much of the cover of the Spectre, of the Codex anyways. So instead, let's remove the cover over here, which will mainly expose the Viper. We're just killing the Vipers first. There we go. Viper down. I do have an idea. So Roby could move over here. You know, that's just a normal move. I do have a better idea. Roby reloads. I don't want to kill this guy yet. Maybe it's maybe the Codex is the better choice. Take a shot with Roby, hit the Codex. Codex is cloning itself into a perfect other position. That's actually a pretty good position. So now we're going to hand over teamwork to Roby to get out of the psionic bomb. So he has reloaded, killed someone, almost killed someone, and moved out of there. And I'm setting up for like this huge face-off play that I'm planning. There we go. Pretty solid damage, and now let's see how many guys we can kill. A couple of dodges, unfortunately, but generally almost got everyone.
The death of these subordinates will prevent
Having a clone at 1 HP is pretty unlucky. Can't really move anywhere into range because we already have used run and gun. So might as well just finish the Viper.
It's down. Weapons in.
After killing something. Well, I could have thrown the X, then used the Placable to move over here and taken a shot onto this guy. So that would have worked. Mea culpa. Could have done that a bit better. Lancer moves up all the way. And of course, fails to deliver.
Moving to designated coordinates.
and honor the elders with your actions.
I need medical attention now!
Try as they might, occasionally they do succeed.
Well, that was comparably a lot of damage, but we have been unlucky. This guy was dodging, and with the dodge, that was his only, so the Codex was dodging, and that was his only chance to even survive. So yeah, really not that much we can do against the dodge. There's the Spectral Rupture. When we kill this zombie, that will have a couple of consequences.
Precedes me wherever I go.
Okay, so before we do so... damn, Renvin needs to reload.
Ready to rock.
Let's hit this zombie here first. Very good. We hit it at least once. That's fine for now. It's removing half of the building. Not sure if that's worth it, because I really like the high ground. Like, a lot. And instead we might be able to just kill this guy. Well, maybe not.
If you say so.
Roby moves up, and we need to abuse the death from above a little bit.
Deploying grapple.
There we go, first pistol shot. Just to soften this guy up, and now Roby can kill it. There's the explosion, the placeable. Let's make sure we kill the Cortex once and for all. Sorry. Alright, got the Ilarian core, and guys, this is by the way why Implaceable is such a great ability. I mean, look at it, right? You move in, you move out, as if nothing would have happened. Okay, I doubt that we're going to see 11 hit points of damage. Most unlikely, but we're going to see a lot of damage. Yeah, there we go. Good job.
We will cleanse this world in the name of the Elders.
Come on, miss him. Oh my god, 8, wow, 9 points of damage.
Serve their purposes
The fuck?
occasionally, just as yours do, Commander. You will make a fitting sacrifice for the Elders.
Healbot coming through.
Gosh, Renman takes a beating. There we go, let's reload.
Back online.
Soften this guy up. Very good. Time to kill the zombie. And Implacable just to get into full cover again. Perfect. So far so good. We're holding our position. Got 9 rounds left and got 2 enemy squads down.
Come get some.
Plus 6 zombies. Let's see if we can bait yet another enemy pack. Yep, there we go. They will inevitably be running into the stun lancer, so that means we can easily take an overwatch shot. Let's go for the captain first. Nice little hunter's instinct. We're going to take another shot onto the captain once it's getting closer. And to be honest, I don't know. Yeah, we can take the 50-50. That's okay.
I'll get him next time.
Another overwatch. So yeah, there's a solid level of protection that we have even in half cover, and these guys are positioning extremely stupid. Okay, in their fairness, they don't have an option because there's like only open ground. Another set of zombies, by the way, which we need to take care of. And that's the beauty of having extra skills. Nice. So this zombie here needs to die first. In order to do that, let's move over here. 11. So if we were to hit him, that's 5 in minimum. One, two, three. Good enough. So let's soften them up. That's 6 points of damage, okay? Another pistol shot over there. We're just going to prepare them for Roby here.
There you go.
Well, he critted, but without the crit, Roby could have just finished this guy.
It's dead. It has to be dead.
Okay, here we go. Let's kill the last zombie. How much damage? I think that's worth the try. It's Pretty solid chance to kill this guy completely. Yep, there we go.
Check it before you get too close. Some ammo.
Another death from above. He's overwatching. And Zirkim here, to be honest, I mean, he's in a pretty solid position. Moving into even full cover. We still got enough rounds left over. We killed the zombies this turn.
Went off the armor. Those without faith will perish. Went off the armor.
Nice. The stun lance is tanking them well.
Okay,
Going into a flanking position, hitting this guy, taking away his armor, and even executing him right away. Beautiful.
good to go.
Not sure if moving up here is too aggressive because there could be another pack here. It's kind of a dual-edged sword. We got some solid shots in. It's down to 7. Correction, he's down to only 4.
Going in for the kill. Got it.
Moving up. Zirkim smells blood in the water. 50-50. Yep. There we
No
go.
longer a threat.
Nice one.
Stand alone.
Down to 6 rounds.
Come forth and perish.
That should be okay.
Affirmative. Covering now.
So
Are you
we
ready
killed
to be
3 packs. And to be honest, we might just
Ready to rock.
move up and go for the beacon. I mean, there's a great option here for the beacon.
Okay.
Zirkim wouldn't need to go alone.
We're green to go.
The others are reloading in the meantime.
I'm trusting you here. It's killing time. Healer mode.
We heal up, so we're like completely full.
On Overwatch. Affirmative. Covering now.
You know what? Actually, I think we can use the stun lancer to make it happen. Because why not? He's a full member of the team. Should be able to summon, right?
Legions.
couple of extra shots off. Okay, first things first. I realize that he cannot stop the beacon, which sucks a bit. I'm disappointed. But I figured there might be a catch. Alright, this here should kill the already injured one. There we go. We'll get death from above from it. I love it. Such a nice ability once you have high ground. So, how do we deal with the exploding zombie? It's pretty far away. Still got 4 more turns. First things first. XCOM clearly needs an aid protocol. Secondly, we really need to run far, but we also need to kill the zombie here, to be honest, so can't just run away.
I guess that'll be okay.
Alright, Renman's moving in to at least some sort of cover. Hits this guy, hits him well. And this here means XCOM can take a shot, kill this guy. And use Implacable, once again, great skill, in case you haven't noticed by now. Move in and still have an Overwatch. Great. Really, really good. Another Overwatch. And stun on Overwatches as well.
That is not good.
Fortunately, our Overwatch is really, really bad.
It is nearly time for atonement.
Stun Lancer moves over without pulling something. Tries to soften up that guy, but miserably fails.
Over there.
Renman moves over. You need to mark it so it's easier to hit. Marks it, but fails as well to hit it. Sniper shot. Hits, but fails to kill it. We could basically melee kill it, but since this guy is going to explode, that's a pretty bad idea. We could also use our throwing axe, but I don't want to do that.
On my way.
And therefore, I am just going to ignore this guy. And instead,
Might be something interesting here.
stopping the working station. Alright, good fucking job.
And I'm in.
Now it's just the
Knocked out
warlock.
the alien distress signal.
And
Looks
I
like
say
the skies
quote
are
unquote,
quiet.
just the warlock.
I'm ready. Got it covered.
There will be a reckoning for all of your offenses against the Elders, Commander. I will sacrifice you for the Elders' blessings.
So I think that at least the last time when I fought him, it was about getting his attention, and once you had that, you were basically free to just move away. He stopped summoning zombies then.
Copy that.
So the idea would be getting his attention and then
I'm trusting you here.
getting this guy over here, I suppose.
Let's do this. Scanning. I'm on it.
He's still spectral zombieing. So far he has done it every 3 turns. That seemed to be his cooldown there. Alright, there's the Spectral Rupture. Very good.
I guess that'll be okay.
Okay, let's prep the zombie. 9 damage? Would that be... Oops. I'm just wondering, would that be enough to kill this guy? 8 to 10. It's not a secure kill, and as long as it's not a secure kill, I would want to make sure that we can definitely kill it. The reason I'd like to do that is we need to get Zircam back, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to again abuse the mechanics of Implacable, because we're just running over, taking a 100% chance hit, killing this guy.
Hostiles pacified.
At a double movement, and
Heading there now.
are taking a convenient further movement. At the end of which we even have some more Overwatch trap waiting here. Renvin gets threat assessment, Obi takes an Overwatch shot, and yeah, I mean, why not? We can just harass this guy. Almost got him down. Right, so it's only the Spectral Zombie. Let's see if we can get the Warlock to stop summoning and basically following up.
To serve the elders.
So far our Stun Lancer takes a lot of damage. We haven't yet managed to get the Warlock. I think once we move here we would trigger him.
Locked and loaded. Oh yeah! Let's do this. Good to go. I'm on it. Come get some. On Overwatch. Overwatch.
He won't summon zombies but yet. Next turn he will summon new zombies. So we got one more turn. It's the last turn to effectively get him.
Precedes me wherever I go.
So let's see if we can spot him out.
The great commander of Earth resistance returns to the field of battle after serving my masters so very well for so many years. Come, show me why the elders favor you so.
That's the
100
Elder's
hit points and 4
All
armor.
reports
Holy
indicate
moly.
he's nearly as dangerous as they are when it comes to psionic capabilities.
Let's just get in here. Let's see if he follows us.
On Overwatch. Moving out. I've got eyes on advent troops.
Shit. Not necessarily what we need right now, but this round is probably the last one where we can actually afford to fight another pack.
Come get some.
Oh god, I misclicked. Didn't want to Overwatch, I really wanted him to go over here and throw a grenade. Well, that sucks. Got 2 Overwatches now. Not good. Okay. Anyways, need to do the best out of this unfortunate situation. We take run and gun. Put ourselves into full cover.
Here, have some.
Well, that would be a secure kill. But we would need to reload afterwards, which I don't want to do because we need the hail of bullets for the Chosen. This here would be 7 to 8, and we conceal ourselves, which I think we're going to do. But we do have a free shot against the other Advent Trooper. So let's take the fire of the pistol once. Missed it, unfortunately. And this here. Oh my god. Almost killed him.
Taking heavy fire. Adjusting aim.
At least the Overwatch shots have killed. Oh, nice. Brandon just got his promotion to captain.
My resolve. The elders' edict is clear. You will return to them, Commander.
What's over there?
Alright, let's better be safe than sorry. I would have used the grenade anyways. That's, I think, the last patrol. According to my calculations, at least. XCOM gets the 8 protocol. The threat assessment. We're going to kill this guy here. Death from above triggers, and
What's over there? Ready
we
to
also
engage.
can reload.
Let's rock.
XCOM reloads and
Position
moves
confirmed.
forward. Plus still has the Overwatch. We know that the Warlock is there, so no need to pretend. Let's further move. Still trying to be out of line of sight. And he summons some stun lancers. Fuck you. Oh my god, that is going to be much closer than I would have expected it to be. So, we have a hot package incoming.
If you say so.
Oh, let's see. That's going to be a nice little shootout. Alright, Renman here. Overwatches.
Overwatch.
Got a nice long Overwatch. Roby Overwatches. And we got Zirkim, and might as well put him into full cover because, yeah, there's no disadvantage of doing that.
Get some.
So, full Overwatch. We got the Stun Lancer coming in. Fortunately missed.
I got nothing.
And a couple of spectral zombies. Well,
Missed.
You should be thanking the elders for their accord with the remains of your pathetic civilization.
okay. I wouldn't necessarily call us pathetic, but I mean, you're free to have your opinion, mate. Okay, well, maybe the Stun Lancer is pathetic. We can agree on that. First Spectre Zombie is down.
Right?
We got the death from above benefit.
Compared to these lower forms of life.
Okay, dealt enough damage to this guy. Got the next death from above penalty, a death from above bonus. You know, I'll keep Lightning Hands for now. Might need it later. I think 2 pistol shots will be just enough. I'm down to 6 hit points. I think that's going to be enough to kill him. There we go.
It's dead. Welcome, can't engage. Let's do this.
Reload.
Heading to that location. Affirmative, covering now.
And we're down to 1 Overwatch.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Sieger moves in. Zirkin gets an extra 8 protocol for 1 more Overwatch shot. We need to remove both of the stun lances first, otherwise that's not going to work out.
Maybe a flesh wound.
Fortunately, this guy dodged.
We're green to go.
Reload
I'm on it.
Overwatch. I must say he is pretty good in dodging. Wow, 3 shots in a row and all 3 are dodged, plus -1 damage from his armor. He took 5 shots. Not bad.
Not even close.
Ooh, lucky us. 1 more round until the Chosen will summon his zombies again.
Locked and loaded. I think I got a piece.
Alright, let's reload and take the chance to move up with the Stun Lancer, because we still need to bait the Warlock into our trap here. Blade Master just to deal enough damage to make him regret.
Ah, yeah.
Reload, take a shot.
Something here. Oh, I definitely got that one.
Advanced agility is not bad. Superior expanded magazine is wonderful, really good. And we got an Overwatch.
Ready to
Reload with
engage.
a main gun.
Moving to Overwatch.
Another Overwatch. Reload. I think we're going to be fine. Now, Spectral Zombies, after we kill them, we send the Stun Lancer out again. And no Spectral Zombies this time, interesting.
Ready to rock. Scanning. On Overwatch.
Alright, full Overwatch for everyone. Let's get this Warlock. And you know, I mean, I don't want to lose the Stun Lancer now. Sounds silly, but we still got 2 healing pots left. Oh, wait a second. Was that the Warlock? Oh my god, he's just standing there. And I'm like... I'm like debating how far I need to go in. Ooh. Why don't we have a line of sight? Is he not doing anything anymore? I can't target him. I would actually... Why am I not being able to see this guy? Alright, we can see that guy. It's just a line of sight issue, so might as well just get the fuck out of here. Because he's a scary old man.
I'm on it. Scanning. Scanning.
Come on, buddy. Long watch. Oh yeah, well,
Shot failed to connect.
1 damage.
Your forces will perish, and you will return to the Elders, Commander.
This here would be a flanking position, but I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. These two fine gentlemen have the ability to ignore his mind control, and I would prefer if he would waste it on one of them. So I'm okay with going into the open, because the only thing that he can really do is using a normal rifle, but as long as he has psionics to his disposal, he's very unlikely to do that. So we need to get rid of his, actually need to get rid of his armor, which if we mark him with rapid fire, might be able to get at least a bit of it. There's the first shredding, there's actually the second shredding, and it was 2 very, very nice hits. Good job. Let's get a little bit closer, because there are a couple of things that I want to do with him. We're going to save the throwing axe for now, because I want to use Rupture first. Rupture increasing all of the damage that he takes by 3. Nice. That was an important hit. And although Zirkin's action is now over, basically with the Rupture, his axe is also dealing 3 damage more.
Negative
It
damage.
seems your gambit has paid off.
Let's give Renman here an 8 protocol, because he's standing in the open and he could also use the extra attack. Threat assessment is always good.
Come get some.
Overwatch. And let's try to hit him. Very good. Nice. Good job. It's down to 72 hit points. Mind control. Guess what, motherfucker? Mind control resisted. Well, well, well.
That thing is taking control of our soldiers.
Guess whose preparation is paying out? Throwing axe. Ooh. Oh, I need to shred him first, one more time. Oh, we got him in the we got him right where we want him. It's almost that we can KO him very, very soon.
I guess that'll be
So
okay.
moving Renvan in. Nice. Armor completely shredded. And now it's time for some severe damage. Slashing damage would be awesome. Come on, hit this guy.
A clever ploy, Commander.
I haven't seen for how much we have hit him, but it was a lot. He's down to 31 hit points. And you know, we can just reload and continue the harassment. Nice. Hunter's Instinct 11. That's a non-crit though. He's down to 20. Let me correct that. He's down to 10. And we're going to
On
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Okay, I guess we got him, boys. I guess we got him.
All who would oppose them.
Oh no, he's invulnerable. Oh, I remember that one. Briefly, but I remember it. But we got a solution. We got a solution. There's still one grenade left over. One which can basically open all of this here.
I'm
So
ready.
let's reload and then use the grenade.
Frag out!
A primitive attack.
It's killing time! Got it covered. Ready to go!
Reload and let's try to kill these guys.
Overwatch!
Talking about stun lances, I wasn't remembering that.
They honor their creators by shattering your soldiers' resolve.
Thanks to already hitting this guy, we could kill him.
I'm hit bad!
The Elder's servants will never cease their attacks. My power will wash over the battlefield.
Alright, here we go. Let's kill these fools. Almost down. By the way, Renvin here gets an 8 protocol. And we can hopefully kill this guy. There we go.
That's it.
Nice. Implacable and Overwatch. Nice. Proper execution.
The loss of these subordinates is as meaningless to me as it is to you.
Very nice. Sirkin finishes him. Bam. Did we just secure everything?
If I am defeated today, it is but another trial in my service to the Elders, and their vision foresees all outcomes.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Nice.
Excellent work, Commander. We may not have put them down for good,
Kills
but at the very
35
least,
enemies.
we held off the Chosen for another day.
Alright, I'm pretty happy how that turned out. And in the end, the Mind Shield was the difference between winning and losing that mission.
20 years of peace and prosperity will not be undone
Okay.
by the reckless
Maybe not
actions of
between
a few
winning and losing,
misguided dissidents
but it certainly
today.
has saved us some issues.
Elders.
He was standing there, the Warlock, and then once he was like stripped off his armor and ruptured, he was taking a ton of damage. He was at 90-ish hit points, and then we like whoosh got him down to almost like 20 hit points. That gives me confidence in our ability to maybe kill the sarcophagus fast
At least
enough.
we know these Chosen can be killed. Well, temporarily.
And 2 promotions, so good. So, Roby, I love it. I mean, Guardian is just a very strong ability. 50% chance for an extra Overwatch shot. The Overwatch shots for him are anyways good because they have like the option to crit and this extra crit chance. Ever Vigilant is also good, just if you only move and still can take an Overwatch. That's pretty good. I'll go for Guardian for now. Roby is a machine. And Randon is either having Chain Shot, which I think is pretty good, or Volatile Mix. The 2 extra grenade damage with the Grenade Falloff are neglectable. I think we're going for Chain Shot here. It takes minus 15 aim penalty, but it's kind of a second dual shot besides the rapid shot that he has. He now has rapid fire and chain shot, so we need this extra magazine on him because he will be firing a lot of bullets. 7 days and 6 days lightly wounded, that's fine. So let's see what we got. We got advanced agility, that's good. 19 dodge is actually not too bad. I think I'm going to give that to one of my Prime Team members. Superior expanded magazine, very good. Alarium core, also good. And here we go, 50 Alarium, 100 alien alloys, 150 supplies. That's really the reward for what we've been trying, and a lot of corpses on top of it. We're stuffed now with 130 Alarium. Pretty good. So we can improve the Dark Tower Noxus and Morale Bond to level 2. And although I want to do it, I know that the Chosen is going to attack us. So until the attack on this on us from the Chosen has happened, we're not going to put away important field operatives. Soldier is a very good idea. So before we take the soldier, let's heal faster for a bit, then build the radio relay, and then do the soldier.
And with it goes your opportunity at understanding the knowledge it contained.
Let's double check how our sick day is going to look like. I knew we would need to rest a couple of days. We're almost done, like almost 2 more days, and then all of them are back. This year is okay if they're a little bit wounded, but having the majority of our guys in a ready state to fight will be very greatly appreciated. So once the covered option mission is done,
I'm glad
there
to
we
see
go.
our joint effort paid off like we hoped.
Got a promotion, Sergeant Praetor Mox, and we got another Reaper, Captain 1DD.
I'm not all that happy about it, but one of my best people has decided to come join your crew after that last covert action.
We have a chance
So let's see what we got.
a great blow, should you
Counter chosen activity. Well, that takes 9 days. We can find out what Val Vernier is following up. Maybe we can throw it off for her scan somehow. That wouldn't be too bad. And there's a soldier promotion aligned to it. High ambush rate though. We can negate the capture, and high wounding rate. Well, I think that's probably one of the best things we could hope for. The promotion is not bad, and 9 days. Might be able to pull this off before something happens. So let's get our mystic in here, because if we're really going to be ambushed, he definitely was really helpful. As for the promotions, like, whom would we want to promote one more tier? I kind of would almost want to get Roby to Colonel, but at the same time, maybe taking, that's just 1 day, and then we could get Renvin to Major as well. Renvin was the one with the lowest experience, so let's wait that 1 more day until Renvin is back. Okay. Let's wait this 1 more day until Renvin is back, and then we're going to do it. As for our promotions, let's promote the soldier real quick. Pretty nice AP, by the way. So we're going for remote start again. That was super helpful. She has Shredder, which is incredibly helpful, because it is another way of shredding the enemies. I love it. I like the silent killer ability. To be honest, I loved it. The needle ability together with Shredder is even better, because like this is literally 4 armor piercing, the two together. And Sting is also nice. So Sting is like this 1 shot per mission, which we can take without losing our cover. So might as well this 25. I also like target definition for tracking reasons. So how about we go with Sting, because that's the best out of the 3. And instead of needle, I mean the 2 armor piercing are really nice, but the scouting purpose of target definition cannot be neglected. They are pretty decent as well. Squad side, by the way, is also nice to have her as a sniper with Shredder somewhere in the background. That's even a further utility for this character in case we don't need scouting. But for now, let's use target definition. Yeah. Great. Just great. I like it. And Praetor Mox, who got his promotion like from the covered ops missions. Yeah, I'm going for Whiplash because it's a no-cost action, and you really can't beat no-cost actions. They are often the best that you can take. The tactical rigging, once he gets an extra point, is something that we could consider just to give him this extra slot in his armor. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, gotcha. So let's get the light wounds. Let's work on the light wounds, and then we can do the covered mission, ops mission. There we go. Doreen Robertson. That is Ranvin.
Commander,
So resistance
our
ring.
facility is currently idle. If we have the soldiers to spare, we should deploy them on a covert action with the resistance.
Good. Let's counter the chosen activity. We're putting Mystic in here, and the promotion goes to Ranvin. I really like that. Ranvin still got the good stuff. We don't need the Mind Shield for him. We much rather need either a medkit or probably blue screen rounds in case he needs that. Good, both of them are fine. We don't want any capture, so we're gladly allocating the intel. That's okay, and it's now a high wounding, high ambush mission, so both of them might even get XP from the ambush, and afterwards will most likely be wounded. So never mind. Ranvin here will get the promotion and is going to be a major afterwards. So let's begin the action.
I'll order my people to get underway immediately.
One of the things I was considering was buying the bigger booms here. Explosive can inflict critical damage, but it's probably not worth the money, to be honest. Instead, what we could do is we could upgrade this here once we have enough power for an extra XCOM resistance order slot. That would probably give us more of a support. Good. Everyone's healthy again and back on missions, which means we can do what we wanted to do first, which is going for a further like expansion.
Alien facility coordinates locked in, Commander.
There we go. Another facility. Avatar project is rising again.
Many have suffered for your crimes, and now the death toll climbs.
And the Warlock is getting stronger, which is, by the way, nothing that I appreciate. He's already strong enough. Great. We got ourselves India. We're now making contact here instantly.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any.
We
new
got ourselves down
contacts
to
until we upgrade our
22
systems.
intel.
Commander, we have a line on the chosen warlock here.
Now let's get the soldier next. We still have the option to scan twice as fast, so we really want to use that. And an extra soldier means a high-level soldier. And before we even could get that, ooh, there's a risk of an ambush on all covered action missions. That's not really necessary. If that would happen, it's actually pretty okay, because it will be extra experience. The ambushes are not super difficult. There's a risk of capture on all covered actions. That is devastating, so we definitely need to kill this. However, neutralizing a field commander, that's not going to be fun. And here we would get a captain and counter a hidden event, but yeah, I mean, this here is most likely the most devastating dark event, and we got a couple of losts here, so that's going to be a lot of experience. But we're going to look into this during the next run, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to comment down below and find a couple of nice words if you enjoy the run. Give it your thoughts and let me know what you think about the run. Take care and see you in the next mission.